Hello everyone and welcome to the brand new Lakeside Village at the University of Miami. Easily the most beautiful campus in the entire United States. And now we have a beautiful lakeside resort to call our new home. So for current University of Miami students or recent graduates, you know that this project has been in the making for quite a long time. Thanks to Hurricane Irma, there was a little bit of a delay, but it is finally here and we are so excited to start welcoming students to live in this beautiful housing complex this week. Okay, so right behind me is basically a staple here at the University of Miami, the gliders. So if you are a UM student, you know that these are pretty iconic here, but there's never enough. Well, that will no longer be an issue because these things are literally lining Lakeside Village. So if you walk a little bit deeper into this very large courtyard, you will find some of the probably most important features of Lakeside Village. Right behind me is the beautiful UPS store. Now this is where all student packages now will be routed to, where you can send packages, you can print, etc. Basically everything you could do at a UPS store, you will be able to do at this UPS store. And then directly across from the UPS store are the beach volleyball courts. There are two of them. Unfortunately, the nets are not up due to COVID, but they are absolutely beautiful. They just go so nicely with everything else. Now right next to the UPS Center is the Outdoor Adventure Center. And you can kind of see in there that they're starting to build a rock wall. In addition to that, here's where you'll be able to go if you want to check out other supplies for the outdoors, like camping gear and stuff for the beach. There's also an outdoor gym. So for those of you who prefer to work out outside with a nice little breeze, there is a lovely, beautiful outdoor gym that is underneath the building, so there's some shade provided. Right now I'm at one of the farthest edges of Lakeside Village. Right behind me is Lobby C, and then in front of me is going to be Lobby D. Right over here is the sand volleyball courts, and this random sand pit is actually a bocce ball court, which is kind of cool. These two things specifically, in my opinion, definitely give this kind of like a resort vibe because they give you certain amenities that just really are unexpected at a college campus. And now over here is one of my favorite things, which unfortunately we cannot use because of COVID, but we have two outdoor foosball tables, which is just so cool. And being in Florida, when COVID is over, this is something that will actually be used since the weather here is normally really nice. Now I'm back in the courtyard that is surrounded on all sides by the building. So it kind of forms a square with lobbies A and lobbies B. So this courtyard is where you're gonna find a lot of the external buildings like the pavilion and the auditorium, the expo center, which are right now gonna be used as classrooms, but in the future could also be used to host like career fairs and that kind of thing. There's also a 24-hour study lounge, and some of those buildings over in that direction are actually going to be turned into different eateries. One is a Smoothie King, and the other one is a waffle-themed diner, which is super cool. So there's going to be like chicken and waffles, waffle sandwiches, basically anything that has to do with waffles, they probably have it. And now I'm going to take you guys inside Lobby A. So Lobby A is obviously the main lobby. It's right off of Stanford. And this is where like the front desk is. So I'm gonna take you guys in and show you what that looks like. Ooh, something really cool that I have not yet mentioned is that your King cards, which is like your ID here at University of Miami, they tap like this instead of sliding it, which is kind of cool, very modern. Okay, gonna get some hand sanitizer because COVID. And now we are in Lobby A. So Lobby A has the front desk. Shout out to the amazing CAs who are back there right now. Of course, the little lobby waiting area. And another orange spiral staircase that if you go up 2 flights will give you access to the terraces. So right now I'm on the terrace that's off of Lobby A. on floor 2. All of the terraces are going to be found on floor 2, and they're basically really cool spaces because you can study up here and you just have a really cool view of the campus and the courtyards. So in this courtyard, you can see the fountain over there. That's going to be your indoor bike storage, which only Lakeside Village residents have access to. And something really cool that I want to point out now is you can really tell how different each of these buildings are. They're different shapes, they're different sizes, and that kind of is the same for the different layouts of the rooms. You can find all the information about the different layouts online, but there's anywhere from like single beds to double beds to full apartments. One of my favorite parts of Lakeside Village is there are a lot of spaces like the one behind me, where you can really meet with your friends, socialize, and get to know other people on your floor. It really takes this whole idea of community living to an entirely new level. In fact, resident assistants are called community assistants here. So above lobby A, in every single floor, there's kind of like this gaming area. So in this lobby, we have a beautiful pool table. Everything's obviously brand new. And then of course, we also have some gaming tables, and this alternates every floor. So the other floors have like ping pong tables and foosball. Now I'm gonna try to show you the view, kind of hard with the sun coming in, but one of my favorite parts is overlooking the river because you can sometimes see manatees, and over there is the business school. And of course, there's also a huge flat screen TV where students can come and connect their PS4 and other gaming units, or they can just kind of have a little watch party. And of course, the lounge chairs are really comfortable. So now I'm going to take you guys, continue to walk down this hallway. And the cool thing is, even though it's kind of a maze at first, is every floor kind of just repeats itself. So the layout on floor 2 is the same as 3, 4, 5, etc. The only difference is the color. Like the colors are a little bit different on the floors, and then also the gaming tables are different like I mentioned. So now we'll continue. You shall see how it's kind of like a maze because we keep entering a new building. Ooh, something really cool. Do you see that wall right there? That tells you when you're entering a new building and also the type of building you're entering. So that means that that building, if I went that way, where we just came from, is one of those brown buildings that you saw outside. Something I appreciate about Lakeside Village is that when it was built, it was definitely built with intention. Like, they really thought everything out. For example, the hallway I'm in right now is across from the parking garages, which would definitely not be the most exciting view. So instead, this hallway doesn't have rooms on both sides. This side is just windows. This side is rooms that then overlook the courtyard, which is a much better view. So moving on, still walking. Here's kind of a cool view of the courtyard. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys my friend Reese's room, and even though it's the same as mine in that it's a gables apartment and there are 2 people in it, it's a little bit different because it's one of those gray-white buildings, so the windows are floor length, which is kind of cool.
Hey, come on in. Welcome to my apartment. This is the living room. It comes with like this couch that kind of breaks apart into different pieces, so you can sort of move it around. I moved mine to kind of space everybody out and distance a little bit. The TV's gonna go there, so that'll kind of be like the centerpiece of it all. But really, this is the best part. This is the view. And you can kind of see like out into like the courtyard and see like a lot of the other surrounding buildings, which is really nice. We're overlooking right now this beautiful terrace, which I like a lot. And yeah, it's a cool little place to live. I even brought a little bit of the outside, inside with the little plant here. And over now back to my room. This is the space. Over there is kind of like where I study. Out again, looking over the terrace, which is really nice. And it's it's got kind of a lot of space, I think. You can move around, that sort of thing. Got my closet, my shelves. Little area up there to store stuff as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Washer, dryer, bathroom.
Awesome.
And there we go.
Well, thank you, Reese. We're now gonna head back out because I have a few things to show you guys out there. And yeah, so thanks, Reese.
No problem.
So this is probably my favorite study space in Lakeside Village. This can be found off of Lobby D. on all of the floors. They're just a little different because the colors are different. So for example, 6 is this yellow-orange color. But the reason I came all the way up to the 6th floor is to show you guys this amazing view with these floor-to-ceiling windows. And welcome to my apartment in Lakeside Village. So this is a Gables 2-person apartment, and I'll come back to the kitchen later, but I'm gonna show you everything else first. So over here is the living room. It's super spacious and it's really great because you can move all the couches around and stuff. It's not decorated yet because I'm waiting for my roommate so we can get a TV and some lights. So this stuff will probably be moved around or placed in other parts of the apartment. Over here there's the bar stools, which is super great because it's just, I love working up here, to be honest. I like it a lot better than a kitchen table. Maybe that's a college student thing. Then over here we got a nice little storage closet. I got my hammock and soccer ball and things like that. All my shoes, my favorite being my rain boots because it rains a lot here in southern Florida, especially during hurricane season. This is my roommate's room and mine's right next door, so we'll go into that a little bit after. And right here is a bathroom nook. Hello again. And lots of space, lots of storage space and a lot of cabinet space, which is super great. And then there's another one right in the bathroom, and this is where my roommate will go. This is actually a little bit bigger, so that's super nice. And then here's the shower. 2 little nooks for your stuff, really tall shower head. In here we have the laundry unit, which is amazing that it's literally right in the apartment. And of course it's free. Actually, all laundry is free at the University of Miami campus, which is super great. And finally, my room. Shout out to my friend Curtis for helping me install these lights. I am only 5'2". Here I am. And well, these ceilings are about 9 feet tall, which is amazing because it makes it super just spacious, which is super great. And then I do have 2 windows that go across my entire wall, which is amazing because there's so much natural light. But they don't go all the way to the floor because I'm in the brown building. And then it's nice though because I have this little ledge. There's a picture of me and my sister, cute little slogan, my personal life motto. And that's that. And then here we have the desk, the bed. Underneath it, there's some storage, more space for storage there if you need it. I got a closet with plenty of storage. On the top, I have my scuba gear, camera gear, clothes, paint supplies. So now I'll go into some more details about the kitchen. So I'm in an apartment that has a full kitchen. There are some efficiencies that basically won't have the oven, and they'll just have a stove top. So you can find all that online though. So in mine, I have a full fridge freezer with an ice machine, microwave, stove, oven, anti-fire thingamabobs, which is great in the college, university, student housing complex because not all of us know how to cook very well. Over here, I have a dishwasher, which is super great, an espresso machine, not included, but highly recommend it, and a really deep sink, which is super great, super easy to wash your dishes when it's that deep. Does all of that stuff. And plenty of storage, which is great because the kitchen, I share it with only one other person, but there are some where you have 3 roommates, so it's 4 of you total. And I would like to say that not all of them look like this. There are some where this down here looks like wood, so the dishwasher blends in, and other ones where the top and the bottom is both wood. Plenty of storage. If you're short, you might need a step stool because those are a little tall. But besides that, this is honestly absolutely beautiful. It blew my mind away when I saw all of this. Well, that about wraps up the tour. It's the perfect place to do so because I can hop in my bed right after that. If you guys have any questions about Lakeside Village or University of Miami in general, what's it like living here, going to school here, please just shoot a comment down below. I am a senior, so I do have some experience, so I can probably help you guys out. So yeah, let me know, and thank you for coming along with me on the tour. I hope it was helpful.